All right, we're right back at it. Full self-driving. Multiple sclerosis. Multiple. I can't speak. But that's the fault of disability and the fact that I'm Puerto Rican. Because I talk faster than I can think, and that's how Puerto Ricans talk very, very, very fast. Not all Puerto Ricans talk before they can think, because most Puerto Ricans are brilliant. Hence Bruno Mars and Celia Cruz is not Puerto Rican, but still. Anyway, yeah, this is just to show once again that full self-driving is very, very, very adaptable and very good for people who have a disability and are disabled. Adjust this camera a little bit. So you guys can see what's going on. You're making a left turn, and that if you were worried about driving at night or driving anytime because of PTSD or whatever, your disability, this will help you. I mean, this is why I fully endorse this for anybody. Plus, the stats, you cannot lie. The stats did not lie. It's actually 7 or some percentage better than human driving, because it can see 7 different ways or 8 different ways where you can only see one. My car can see 4 or 5 different ways because I have the earlier version, not the refresh version of the Tesla Model Y, which came out in 2025. I have the one right before the refresh, the Juniper edition, which I'm kind of sad about, but oh well. This is a better deal. And it doesn't have the front camera, which is supposed to be even better, but I don't have the front bumper camera. That's what I mean. It has a front camera right up in this area up here, but it doesn't have the front bumper camera, which only gives about 3 feet worth of in the front of dead space that cannot see because of the hood. It can't see it for that, where the front bumper camera sees that. So if you're parking, it wouldn't see like a divider right there. So, but usually it'll find it. So anyway, that's enough of that crap. I don't know. It was a great thing to have. I'm very happy that you guys watch my videos, or if you guys even can't put up with the fact that I talk about nothing, and my input is like crazy. I'm wild. It's insane. But thank you again for, if you did watch. If you are watching, please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be doing these videos, and no, I'm not going to be like the typical full self-driving, like explain, okay, it's gonna slide to the right. No, I don't have that little button where you push it reports. I don't have that mess, because Tesla doesn't like me. I don't know. I'm just too new, or I don't have enough subscribers and whatever. So I'm not an effect on the full. I'm like, really? But no Tesla video I've seen ever talks about the disability community, about the elder community. And I'm getting to that point. I'm 49, so I'm going to be getting into the senior thing in about 5-6 years. But they don't talk about that. And I figured that is a waste opportunity, because they're still with us. And all of us are going to get older, God willing. We're going to get to the point where we're all seniors. And there's going to be something in our life that happens, regardless of who you are or what you do or where you are in the world, that you're going to get either PTSD or God forbid, a disability like myself with MS. It just comes out of nowhere. It's going to happen. And I think that the corner of Tesla and full self-driving is not trying to hit on this community, and it's really making me upset. I'm like, really, you're wasting your opportunity here to let people know that this is the safest viable option for people. Hey, oh, sorry. I know. Okay. See how I just stopped? and there was a stop and go light. And I like to say in Wisconsin, stop and go light, the bubbler. Anyway, it was a blinking red light. Anyway, so that was a human mistake right there. I stopped the car and it should have just went, and see how the guy just made a left. Anyway, this is Milwaukee, and there's nobody in Milwaukee that's really doing these. Wisconsin, at least. I see there's the guy from Minnesota, a couple guys from Minnesota. They do their stuff, and they're great. I watch them all the time. And people around the world, like you have people in New York, people in Connecticut, and then I see some people even in Dallas or in Texas, which is kind of a cheat because that's where the Gigafactory is, the Gigachads. Anyway, but there's no one on there besides me now who's sticking up for the disabled community, for the people who don't talk well like myself or who don't see well, or I mean, you still have to have a license. Don't get me wrong. Don't get into a Tesla and you don't have a license. That's just stupid. Don't think that you can do this fully blind or whatever. I don't know. Maybe people can do crazy things. So I've seen crazier stuff. I'm sure you have too. Look at OnlyFans or Pornhub. Crazy stuff. And hopefully you don't anymore. Anyway, this is the best option, best version of what somebody who has anxiety or who has any angst of driving at all next to a truck or next to a on a freeway or anything. This, so I mean, yeah, you're still gonna feel kind of nervous because you're not used to it yet. But once you finally get used to it, and happen, you drive for a few weeks like this. Like this is my third or fourth week with this, and I'm 100% at ease because it has not made any mistakes besides the parking in this version that makes me feel uncomfortable. Like with parking on 14.2.2.5 sucks because I'm disabled. I'd like to go into disabled parking lot, but I can't pick that it's an option. So it will go park literally anywhere it wants. Way out. They park way out in the back. Look at me, I'm trying to walk 500 feet to get to a store to get some chips. I'm gonna park in the disabled parking lot. I'm disabled. I have a placard, but it doesn't allow me to do that. So it's kind of weird. I really wish that they download 14.3 for me. I don't know what it's gonna do, but I'm seeing a bunch of videos that it's not much of it. It's a big promise, but they missed on it. A lot of things are improved, but 14.3 is supposed to be more of a disappointment on the summon. That helps. I'd really like the summon to work fine, because if I summon the car, it just backs up and stops. It was like, look, come to me. I'm like, well, I should never even use you. I wasted 3 minutes using you, and I could have just hobbled out to you. Anyway. But anywho, yeah, no, this is phenomenal. This is the best thing since toast, or if you're a gluten fairy or whatever, then I don't know what does that gluten free shit stuff things. So I have a normal standard. Hurry. So you have different drive thingies here, or drive options sets that you say sex or settings. Oh, that's just sex. Anyway, so you can put it on slow mode, or sloth, hurry, standard, and Mad Max. I've never been on Mad Max. I won't be on Mad Max. Every once in a while it defaults it because it's like, hey man, you're old and you probably drive too slow, and we're gonna get you there in a hurry. I don't want to get there in a hurry. I want to get there on my time. All right, so it puts me around Mad Max. Right now I'm going 39, 40, which is the speed limit for this area. I've noticed that my cameras do read signs very well, because when I see a bump, when I see a speed bump or a bag or whatever, it stops. It slows down. It stops. For this car, for the non-bumper 14 point, or for the non-bumper Tesla Model Y, doesn't have the bumper thing. It does slow down. It does wreck very, very, very well. And also, this is one thing I want to say. People are always curious, how does it react? Well, you see how it sees all these cars. I don't know if you can see this in the camera, but it sees the different shadow of the cars. If you have a blind spot you couldn't see, and it notices a car getting ready to move out, it will slow down to stop before you even think about it. Now, when I got into my accident, my Kia Niro EV, I totaled it because I was driving in the blind spot of somebody who was driving on my right. And this lady out of nowhere just came out and just decided to do, I don't know what she decided to do, but
crossing the intersection.
She crossed the intersection, both lanes, and she tried to say that her foot, whatever. I wasn't listening. And then I ended up T-boned her.
No, she T-boned us.
No, we T-boned her. She just shouldn't have been there. Anyhow, so she was at fault. Anyway, so this system would have noticed that. It would have noticed her starting to edge out, and it would have slowed down enough or stopped so we wouldn't have hit her. And that would have been phenomenal. Like, you know, you see these cars over here on the right. It's just beautiful. Are you gonna make a right or no? How you do? Here we go. Right turn. So it notices before you would, and that right there is something that I appreciate, because thinking about it now, I never would have gotten an accident if, you know, if I was in this, because it would have noticed her, which I would have known. I didn't notice her because I had a blind spot, somebody in my blind spot, and then I don't expect somebody to come out in front of you, and that's exactly my point. Why somebody who has PTSD or disabled or whatever needs to roll one of these, because it would have noticed that. Oh, you noticed that can? That's the point of having the front light, the front bumper light. Now I hope and I wish Tesla would make a fix for.
This is not a parking spot.
Because it says curbside. I'm not parking curbside. This happens when you park curbside, so I'm not gonna say. All right, guys. I put my code in, and I'll talk to you later.